It's the one and only Two Live Show. Let's go. Two Live Show. We in this bitch. Two Live Show. Our facts, legit facts. Two Live Show. We keep it lit. 1, 2 Live Show. I got them views. Two Live Show. She got them too. Two Live Show. We can't not lose. Two Live Show. Hey, what's up? Hey y'all, we're back in this thing. Two Live Show. I am your host, the nice one, D Nice, and of course got my co-host
Joy. I saw the sign on the shop. It looks really good. I love what you guys are doing down there.
You know,
Opulence. Yeah,
you know
go see it. It looks
you know
amazing.
what I'm saying? You know,
Love the sign.
Step up the style of things, just the the look of things, the price of things. You know what opulence is. If you don't, it's the opposite of cheapulence. It's the opposite of cheapulence.
We high class over here.
It means it costs. So yeah, it costs to be the boss. You want your shit done right, come to Opulence Hair Studio.
Speaking of which, you got your baby back.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you saw it was over there on top of the computer, the little receipt, but man,
I didn't look at that.
Yeah, look at it. That shit was stupid. Where was it? Yeah, you just see that. That shit was you put it behind the computer, I believe.
I don't think I want to see that.
Yeah, you need to see that shit, but yeah, boy. But yeah, she back and she'll be good for at least 10 years. So I ain't got no worries about no little mechanical shit. I don't need no extended warranty, so stop calling me, fucking assholes. Hey, I'm Alex. I'm here to call you about your expired extended warranty. No. Nigga, how you know? I don't even have that car. The car you talking about don't even exist no more. It would have been totaled and salvaged. Try again, Alex.
And then you're getting a new baby.
Hey man, we doing it in 2022. You know what we do. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop. Credit score looking mwah. And gotta represent the way your credit score looks. So and I need one of these things. So big truck boy coming soon. We'll talk about it when we get it.
Can't wait to see it.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
Can't wait to see it.
What you got going on? Putting all my business.
So I was so sorry that I missed last week, but what happens is I'm a part of this writers group. And we had a bunch of work to get done. I got called at the last minute saying if I can read this script. It takes about It takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to really read a script, and then you got to go and talk to the person about what they need to change, what they should add, blah blah blah. So it went way over to the night. Yeah,
well, I mean, sooner or later we'll be knowing your name, just like we know Rhonda. What's her name?
Rhonda Rhimes.
Rhonda Rhimes. So hey, look out.
Keep it going.
Rising Stars 2022 and beyond. Let's go.
Then I had my first kid-free week and the kids went camping.
Ooh.
So I was so for 2 days.
I know you didn't spend that dolo.
I certainly did.
What? From kids, I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I was by myself the entire time. And I have to say, it was like the best.
Yeah, try that sometime, people.
Woke up, cleaned the house spotless, because I can't be in a dirty house. So I didn't have to do anything Saturday. Woke up Saturday.
Everybody don't think
Area's just quiet. I got up when I wanted to, went to the farmer's market, made some lasagna, had a half a bottle of wine to myself.
Okay.
And then
LA, do a LA La.
Yeah, so it was
so you go to La.
It was good times, and then the boys came back, and Ashton got hit with
Brought
the fish.
You back down to reality.
Yeah, I was like, all right, fun time gone, but he got a cut under his eye.
What happened with him?
Fish hook.
Damn. Him himself or somebody else?
Somebody else. He was standing behind him, and they
did it up the back.
Yeah, so but he's all right.
Yeah.
They'll see you Thursday.
Yeah, he'll probably be like, is that fish? Little man. Little man?
Little man.
Oh yeah, he's straight. Yeah, I like Little man.
Yeah, he's personality.
All right. That's what we got going on. So, what are we doing? Melon? All right, here we go. The next thing.
Big facts. It's the Melon Report. Big facts. It's the Melon Report.
Right.
Joy. Big facts. It's the Melon Report. Look at Big facts. It's the Melon Report.
Hey.
That is gonna be forever funny.
Hey, that's you.
So today's Melon Report actually comes from military history.
Okay.
In 1911, President Taft, because there were African American soldiers who were saying that, hey, we want equal rights, we want the same rights as the Westerners, right? Why, we want to be actually in theater and not cooks. He was like, oh, get out the cavalry army, we're getting nothing. So he actually kicked out all black soldiers from the cavalry army because President Taft. But what happened? World War I kicked up later on, so they had to, so they had to sort of not integrate, but they had to, bring us back in. So, 1911, this happened on this day. Unfortunately, African American soldiers didn't really get equal rights until Desert Storm. A lot of Vietnam veterans did not get the medical. They were not advanced past captain or major. But it's just recently you see a lot of
90s.
Yeah,
Storm?
Yeah, that's when they first sort of that equality. You figure we didn't get the GI Bill when Roosevelt. The deal with Roosevelt with the GI Bill was we won't give it to black soldiers. This was during World War II. We were fighting Nazis.
Welcome to America, Ken.
Right. So it's that. So we had the military, like we've always served. It's just we weren't always equal with the serving. So, but it started in 1911 with President Taft kicking the black soldiers out because they wanted equal justice. Critical race American history.
You won't learn that in Texas, that's for sure.
Or even here. They passed the bill here now.
Oh, man. Georgia. 2 steps forward, 8 steps backwards.
I agree.
Anyway, that's the Mellon Report.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I didn't get it really. I think it's the GI Bill. We didn't get that. Okay, that's what it was.
Well, in 1911, President Taft kicked out black soldiers because they were protesting equal rights. I was just saying how the history of the military and racism are sort of like
hand in hand.
Hand in hand. But I'm sure you could tell about your experience with that.
I mean, yeah, they definitely, once you make rank from school, because I went to, secondary school after my boot camp, because I scored high enough on the ASVAB, which was like 82. Holla at your boy, But anyway, but they ain't like my dad's history, he was kind of militant and then he converted to Islam, he was a little anti. So I think they had some shit on why they didn't, promote me up to my rank after school. They kept me as an E4, but kind of like a low E4 without any authority on it. But it was some bullshit. And I got pissed and then, went AWOL in Cayman Islands and, that's a whole other story.
Wow.
Anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's an interesting story.
Yeah, I'm gonna write a book. So
yeah, I'd really be interested to hear that one.
Of shit.
That's crazy. You're like, hey.
Yeah, man. I mean, they call me nonchalant on the ship. I'm not proud of that, but as a young motherfucker who knew his shit and was getting played, I was just anti bullshit, and they had me doing bullshit, so there was an issue. Got my, so smart though. That's why you gotta play the line. You can fight against the shit system, but do it the right way where they can't use that shit against you. So I played it the right way where I got my honorable discharge. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no other than or no dishonorable nigga. So
that's how you play the game.
Hey, that's how you do that. Life lessons. All right, what we got for current? That was a current events, man. All right, current events. Yeah, current events is Duke and they ass Molly Wop. But anyway, they're live.
Too much show. Music, sports.
5 questions, 30 seconds. Let's go.
I like that one.
Alright, anyway, yeah, we got 5 questions in 30 seconds. So my first question for the lady is my turn. Alright, first question is, I mean, if you have a bucket list, have you done anything on it? Or if you haven't, what's the next one to do?
I have done 2 things on my bucket list. So the first one thing I wanted to always do was run around Central Park. I don't know why I did that. The second thing I wanted to do on my
New York?
Yeah. I'm not a New Yorker, but whatever. Yeah. The second thing I wanted to do on my bucket list, you're going to laugh, was to go see Bjork live, and I was in New York.
Bjork? Nothing wrong with Bjork.
Yeah, that's my girl. I love you. But yeah, so I flew in to go see her. So that was like one of the concerts I definitely wanted to get through before, she stopped. Just in time. Yes.
I know, right? Okay, second question is...
Número 2.
The next season of football is coming up. Who are you watching for all the new quarterbacks that's been switched over? Who are you watching the most?
Definitely Russell, because that was the biggest shock out of all of them.
Yeah.
I did not expect that at all.
Especially, where he went to?
The Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't expect that. I thought he would. And it's funny, like, the majority of the black quarterbacks are in the AFC, which...
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting year.
It's going to be a very interesting year. But I think the quarterback who got... Wait a minute. Brady came back, so that sort of like messed up the whole thing with somebody getting Tampa Bay. But I would say the Broncos. That's the team I'm looking to see what they're going to do. They're down you, Russ. They say you ain't got it no more, brother.
I want to see if we going to do anything back-to-back, where it's at.
Well, they've signed Bobby Wagner.
Oh, yeah, we're looking good, baby. We're going to keep improving. Mm-hmm. All right, third question, okay.
New Buck Chase.
It's officially springtime, and apparently a lot of people didn't let their nuts hang or their coochie swing because, the views wasn't that exciting on it. But what are you going to be doing this spring that's going to be interesting?
Probably really, I already work out, but really dedicate myself to that. Write more, and I'm really going to try to get my yard the way it needs to get, because my yard is a struggle right now. Like, I got to put grass in it and, make
some sod,
all that.
Yeah. Get some sod.
So if you know anybody, please tell them to, drop a line.
Okay. Because I got Home Depot. Other than that, like I did.
No, well, you're a Renaissance man.
I'll let you know.
You're a Renaissance.
Yeah. I do everything. Just cut a whole fucking tree like 4 days ago. So.
By himself.
Yeah. Without any injuries.
Or help.
Or help, yeah. Yeah, while people were chilling in the house anyway. So, speaking of that, your boys. Is it safe to say that when you get old as an old lady that you're worried about your boys taking care of you as opposed to if you had girls?
I know my sons aren't. Like... Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe the younger one. Maybe the younger one will come through.
Too younger.
But the oldest one, be like, I don't care if you rot. So he's just, he doesn't have that. Let me take. Yeah, I tell you. But the younger one. They can't
wait to cash your check and show it on Instagram that they got their little insurance money. Recipe, Mom. Thank you.
You know what? I just may donate all my insurance money to something else.
Yeah, man. Kids, you gotta pay your motherfucking property tax whenever anybody passes in the family and y'all, trying to see where the money gotta go. Pay your taxes.
Or they'll pay you.
Speaking of,
number 5.
No, 5, yeah. Okay, so my next mission will probably be to buy land and build a home on it, after I leave this one. So, in your yesteryears as a golden girl, what you plan on doing? Retirement home? What you gonna do with it?
No, I don't want to be around people. I don't think I would definitely kind of want to be still near the city, because I just had that city life. I don't like country life at all. It's too dang on quiet. Yeah. I like quiet, but I don't like chasing horror film quiet. So hopefully if I get a nice place back on the West Coast, maybe live in...
Somebody gonna look lovely then.
In Chino, maybe somewhere like Chino Hills and, somewhere like that where I can just, think about the good times.
Yeah.
Those 1980s are wonderful.
Watch out for them fires, though. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right
that
about
way.
that.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah, I really did.
It's getting worse.
To make this too far. Too far.
All right. So anyway, what we chopping it up talking about tonight?
So I know we're not really late, but a little bit late.
I mean, it's still in the news. The motherfuckers slapping the shit out of people.
So everybody's talking about the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett and Chris Rock fiasco, and how that went really, really left. The argument for Will Smith is that he was defending the honor of his wife. And some people are like, yeah, I know Tiffany Haddish. I wish a man would stand up for me that way. And then you had the other side who was like, yo, you don't ever attack somebody, like especially a comedian, when they were making jokes throughout the night about the different actors and actresses, and what he said wasn't even horrible. He just said G.I. Jane 2. I thought G.I. Jane was a great movie, iconic haircut, woman empowerment, all that other stuff. I thought I don't understand the comment, but what I noticed about the whole thing in the aftermath of people talking about it was, everyone's sort of focusing on Will Smith, but like imagine the embarrassment and the humiliation Chris Rock had to feel. Number one, he has a daughter, so his daughter is looking at a man.
Like he had no son.
Yeah, like a man hitting her father for no reason. You have people humiliating Chris Rock because they're saying blah 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 blah. But everybody knows that Chris Rock isn't a fighter, and the question is that what do you think was really underneath the slap? How do you think Will Smith should have responded? Jada Pinkett Smith's reaction to it, and I guess was he justified? I know those are long questions.
Yeah, I know this was, but I'm trying to remember some of them. Well, Jada's point of view of the situation, she should have never let that dude got up. She can grab his arm, be like, "Will no," you know what I'm saying, whisper in his ear, deal with it after, in the back, in the background, or in like men behind the curtains. Could have dealt with it that way. Two, what was so offensive about that shit? He's making a joke about a fucking movie that the last actress who played in it had hair like that. So we didn't think she had alopecia. So who in the fuck knew that other than her circle and the people who watch her religiously? He a whole superstar's damn self, so he ain't got time to be. Oh, she did what on Red Table
that no one watches.
What the fuck? Nobody. I mean, so that's like kind of the Academy fault too as well. They in conjunction with this shit, I believe, because I just found out that what I'm saying, that I forgot how it go, but the alopecia shit is sponsoring the Oscars. And,
oh wow!
Yeah, some kind of foundation from alopecia is sponsoring the Oscars, and that's why this. I ain't saying that's why it went like this, but it's kind of like, okay, it does benefit them if that's the case. So to continue on that information, we have to check fact that, but that's what I saw some shit on. But and also Will, man, come on, dude. If you was gonna bust out, you should have bust out like 2 years ago when everybody was calling you soft and saying chumping you out about August Alsina. So I mean, let's just keep it 1,000. And then that shit came out and the way your wife dealt with it, like it was all good. And if it was, then why you got this built up energy for, something that has to do with your wife that's in an open relationship, and it's a comedian making the fucking jokes, and he ain't saying nothing, no disrespect, like, I bet your wife vagina smell like onions or some shit. He ain't say no shit like that. So what the fuck are you really upset about? It had to be some undertone shit under that. So that's what I feel. Yeah.
So how should he handle it if it was that offensive at the time?
I mean, all that. Well, he shouldn't did that at the Oscar. That's it, man. Fuck white people as far as that. They are no better than any other human on this earth. So I was saying, for black folks who think that shit, wake your dumb ass up and stop being so inferior. No white person is better than you, or they arena is so prestigious. We did make different shows. It was called the BET Awards, or the Source Awards, or the Soul Train Awards,
Essence Awards,
and y'all don't participate. Y'all like the white people shit, so y'all give it all the juice that it has because y'all want to be in that world. Let's just keep it 1,000. So because of that, is, ooh, don't do that in front of them. Like, fuck that. If you want to react like that, react like that. You just got to deal with the consequences. So I don't want to hear no why they doing him wrong for that, and they ain't had to take this movie away. Oh, we ain't gonna get no goddamn whatever movie he was gonna do, Deadpool 4, whatever the fuck he was gonna do. So who cares, man? That's part of the consequences for your actions. There's a action. There's an equal and opposite reaction. So you can do anything you want to in this world. You're gonna have some consequences for that shit eventually. If you don't get caught at the immediate time, you're gonna get caught sooner or later.
Mm.
So that's how I feel about that part of it.
Mm. Well, my whole, I haven't physically watched it because I don't want to ever see two grown black men, one grown black man engaging that type of behavior. What I would say is that the humiliation Chris Rock had to probably feel. Oof. Afterwards. Then he couldn't leave the stage and just leave and walk away because he had a job.
That was like he didn't.
Yeah,
I feel like.
And the fact that they asked Will Smith to leave and he refused to go, and he stayed there and accepted his reward as if
they should have had cops showing him getting arrested right there.
Right, as if something not happening. And what makes it even interesting, he was laughing at the joke, and all of a sudden, Jada gave him them vibes, and he went up and did what he did.
Well, like Denzel said, something came possess his ass. That was some crazy shit. That shit was retarded.
Well, I believe that he is in a psychological abuse.
Well, they say. Well, then there's the other lane where they say they both in Scientology.
Well, yeah, that's not their Scientologists.
So they said if he hadn't done that, a higher ranker one was gonna slap the shit out of Will for not showing that authority because he disrespected Jada like that. So I feel like that's part of the angle too. Well,
the fact is, if he really wanted to be a G about and make a statement, all I had to do was walk up to Chris Rock in the middle of his monologue, whisper in his ear, yo.
I think that's what Chris Rock thought. That's why he leaned in like
right. Hey man, hey man, chill out. We brothers here. Yeah. She's sensitive. And the thing is, he never mentioned alopecia. He just said G.I. Jane too. So I do think there's a lot of toxic.
That right there, and the damn, without the slap, that keep my name, my wife. He could have said that
from the stand,
and then had the same shit, had the same response,
right? And
but better.
And people would say, okay, he's defending his wife.
That way.
So that way. So
the other shit is just assault.
It's assault.
It's assault, nigga.
And Chris didn't even prosecute. He didn't even charge dude with the assault where everybody is. But someone made a good point. Jada and Chris Rock did films together. Madagascar. They did 4 effing Madagascars together, and you're telling me they don't build that rapport. Secondly, somebody was like, but Will Smith is a bully. Look what he did to the original Vid. He literally was responsible for tanking her career. So this nice guy act, there's a reason why that Will Smith doesn't have a lot of industry friends. If you notice, he's not somebody people talk about with great, respect or rapport. DJ Jazzy Jazz, they're pretty much, opposites.
Who is that?
DJ Jazzy Jazz.
DJ Jazzy Jazz?
Yeah, sorry, I said Jazz. DJ Jazzy Jazz.
Two lies more.
Right.
Coming
soon. So in my opinion, I just think it shows the toxicity of their relationship. There's videos out where Jada Pinkett smiles at this whole thing like she's getting off on it. And he was said that people do crazy things for love. No, you did something crazy because of the issue that you're dealing with. But I do like how the comedians did fall back on Chris. They showed a lot of love in other people. But George Wallace said something. He was like he would have never done that to any other comedian but Chris, and that's what makes it even worse.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't do that to no Cat Williams or any comedian. He wouldn't have stepped to him like that. They would have just looked at him like what? Especially a white one. Imagine if Jimmy Fallon or Ricky Gervais said something like that. He would have sat there and laughed right along. So insecurity probably would have stopped him from going on stage.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely got escorted too.
Out.
if we would hit one of those white guys. Hey man, it's sad that people get into these little systems and you know, I ain't gonna say group. Well, yeah, groups and religions and other dens and shit. And this is the mess they deal with. And then they step outside their matrix, and then this shit becomes some kind of obscurity or something that's crazy and bizarre. Because just imagine, goddamn, tomorrow, Oprah was caught peeing in Target. You know what I'm saying, on the floor.
Nothing would happen.
There would be news everywhere about that shit, though. They'll be surprised. Like,
oh yeah,
it'd be everywhere.
It would be.
We knew she lost her mind. Yeah, have all kind of background stories about it and shit and everything. We saw it coming. You know, whatever. So, who wants to be fat and skinny at the same time? So, hey man, if they want to get you out of here, they can make you look crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a higher power too, and it's on top of that too. Like some told him one of them little signs and shit in his ear,
Yeah,
or he saw something that he had to react to, or he's gonna get the crucifixion on his ass if he hadn't done that. So, no.
Well, how long do you think his career is gonna hurt from this?
What is it, 2022?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to have like the Men in Black reunion or something. Is that coming soon?
No.
So until like the 50th anniversary of that shit. Nah, I mean, look how long it took for who that they just now letting the old girl back, and that's 50 Cent letting her come back.
Ooh.
That got blackballed, Tyler Perry, and they said
Monique.
Yeah, Monique.
Is she? I haven't seen anything.
Well, she finna say 50 Cent finna bring her back. That's what he said. So he finna put her in something.
And she told the truth.
So they want you out of here for talking too much or just doing shit that don't go in their little decorum. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're doing some diabolical shit in the background, probably playing chess with real humans and shit. Ain't no telling. So,
wow.
Hey man, life is bizarre. So I say that to say, Chris Rock, man, hate that had to happen to you, bro. I always liked your stand up. It seemed like it's always genius to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes it's corny, but you know, you're a corny guy, but you made it cool and to be funny. Yeah. So.
Well, I would say this. I think Chris Rock got a lot of respect from it. I just hated that he came from that. Also, you know, all the winners who won the Oscars that year, they got their whole story got overshadowed. No one's gonna remember who won. I don't even know who won Best Picture. So
I don't remember nothing because everybody was talking about the damn slap.
So you took away, everybody's proudest moment that they worked so hard to get to, and it's like and then you won't even accept the Academy's punishment. You left the Academy, the Film Motion Academy. So it's kind of like what are you teaching your kids to say that you can do something, and then like the moment you get a consequence, you run away. You run away. That's not a man. Like
still being a coward, Will. Come on, man. You said you was doing something about it when you did that. I guess that's how you stopped it, but now you're doing the coward shit again. So come on, man.
Right. So
man, fuck up.
Yeah. So you gotta do better.
Deal with the consequences and keep it moving.
But yeah, I promise
own up, and then they'll forgive them.
Will Smith is in a psychological abusive relationship.
They should have been left her.
He should have been left there. After that whole debacle, like they said, no, she said, whether we're gonna have a long and bad marriage. When someone says that, no, I could not imagine spending a lifetime.
Did they say that out loud, boys?
Yeah.
I'm out.
No, they did. She said in the Red Table Talk with the whole entanglement thing. Yeah. So I just no.
Well, man, life.
That's why you got to get the right one, man. It's just get the right.
That statement is relative because the right one can be a little off-centered. It's just like you got to deal with everybody's little.
But that's extreme.
itch.
Yeah, theirs is
scratch or
extreme.
whatever. Yeah, that's
There's
extreme.
that. Theirs is like.
Well, she needs somebody extreme like her. She would. They not typical. They don't belong together. She should be somebody like a Pac, or nowadays like the baby, basically. Her and the baby. Bam.
Craziness. Well.
Hey. Short and sweet. We might have do no one this week.
Oh, hold on. We gotta do the what?
The
current events?
No, real.
Oh, the real spill.
No, the joy.
Oh, joy and pain. Okay.
Yeah.
So we didn't do the current events though.
We did.
You asked me 5 questions, but that wasn't like what's going on.
Right.
Whatever. Anyway, we'll get back to that. 2 live smoke. 2 live smoke. So, my joy and pain. So my joy is that I have a week off. Spring break is here, so rejuvenation. Been doing a lot of writing. So that's been fun. My pain. My pain would be probably. I don't think I have anything I'm really gonna complain about.
Okay, no pain.
Yeah, so we're good right now. Just joy.
Keep it up.
All the joy. Real spill from a G.
All right, real spill from a G. This is a PSA to everybody out there, man. It is not that hard to be clean, bruh. If I see your car is nasty, then 9 times out of 10, the way you stay at is nasty. And the way y'all have y'all cars is shameful. It's just disgusting. You can blame it that you got kids and all that shit. Get they lazy ass out to the car in the garage and clean that bitch out. Like, put your kids back to work like we used to do. Like, all the shit we used to do, we had to do because our parents made us do it, and we had to do it right or we was getting our ass beat. So it wasn't no half-ass shit like y'all be allowing. Get back to the fundamentals, but mainly just be a clean person, man. Just, you ain't washed your ass in 2 or 3 days, then don't be offended with somebody saying you stink or they looking at you crazy or you got on clothes that look like you had them on days at a time. Some of these dudes, they be looking so nasty, bro. Ladies, come on, man. Y'all gotta do better. Let your homie know he need to bathe his ass. He need to wash his clothes. You know what I'm saying? He need to just clean his car out, clean his bedroom, clean his closet out. Like, come on, man. Stop being so fucking nasty. Y'all kitchen be nasty. And you talking about, do you want anything to drink? No. Fuck no.
Was this a recent experience?
This is just, no, not recently, but I'm just I'm having a goddamn flashback. But I'm just telling folks, you know how you take the kid to the car and then you look in the car like, holy shit, this shit nasty. So, yeah, the mom got kids, but get them kids to get that car clean. Like, put their ass to work. Like, utilize their asses because you are the parent. Be a parent again. Make parent great again. Shit. Y'all let these kids run over you and do whatever the fuck you want to do. They want to do. And you let them do it just so you can have a peace of mind. They nagging the hell out you, then whoop their ass and make them do something specific. Go pull all the weeds out the fucking backyard. What are you talking about? Right here, and point that shit out. If it don't look like it's done, then you don't need to stop. Come on, man. Let's put some aggressiveness in our actions and what we mean. And we'll get better results and have these kids not out here trying to rob old ladies and shit when they getting gas and shit. Or putting guns out on folks for not wanting waters and shit when they trying to sell them waters aggressively. Like, come on, man. Real spill.
Well, your predictions before we leave for the girls and the guys.
Oh yeah, the final is the final 4.
Well, it's the final.
The final.
Yeah.
Who is it?
South Carolina and UConn for the ladies, and then Kansas and UNC for the guys.
I see an upset city and the girls, bro. I think.
So you think UConn's gonna clip them?
I think South Carolina gonna win.
Well, South Carolina's a favorite.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Oh, I think UConn gonna whoop that ass then. Just like that. I thought UConn was a favorite.
No,
UConn,
no.
All right, well, I'm going with them since
you gonna go with UConn?
Yeah, okay. UConn and Kansas.
So you going with the 1 to 2 seeds. Okay.
UConn and Kansas.
I don't really care about the guys.
You gotta pick still.
I'll take UNC. That's a very storied program. Mm-hmm. And then, UCLA should have won, but I don't want to talk about that. For the ladies, I have to go with South Carolina. They're a team of dynasty. Mm. So that's how I look at it. So we'll see who's right between the two next week. And it's Aries season. This guy has a birthday coming up. So we'll talk about his plans next week.
Damn, how old you is? Shit. Okay.
About 42.
Yeah, that's what they say.
All right. Next week, you guys.
Chill. 2 Live Smoke.
Yeah.